fun week ahead at Woodbine. We're going to dive into Friday racing for Friday, July the 21st at Woodbine. We're going to talk about that early pick five, but they have Friday racing, then Saturday racing with two graded stakes. And Sunday is Woodbine Oaks Day. You have the plate trial, two other graded stakes races, four stakes on the card. Massive weekend at Woodbine. Let's build some momentum on Friday. Now, I'm going to be looking at the pick five. I'm going to handicap the sequence using the daily racing form past performances, the DRF formulator, PPs. You can get those past performances for free when you use DRF bets. Here is how. Right now, sign up for a DRF bets account. Use the promo code WINNING. When you do that, they'll give you an immediate $10 free bet just for registering. They will match your deposit bonus up to $250. What does that mean? Take advantage of it. Put $250 in there. They're going to put another $250 in there. All of a sudden, you've got $500 plus the $10 free bet. So you've got $510 in your account, and they're going to give you 10 free formulator cards. What does that mean? It's a credit to purchase past performances. So it's buying a racing form. They're going to give you 10 of those for free for any tracks that you want, the past performances for those days racing. And then every time you wager $50, you get past performances for free, another credit. So if you're wagering, if you're playing the races and you're doing so with DRF bets, you will get past performances for free. You won't have to pay for them. Let's dive on in and take a look at the pick five sequence for Friday. So race number 2 is where things get kicked off. Remember, on Thursday and Friday, the pick five, 50,000 guaranteed. You can play for just 20 cents. Saturday and Sunday, they bump it up to 100,000 in the guarantee. Video Vita is the horse to beat. Inside draw, looks the quickest, and is cutting back on the improve. He stepped forward in each of his races, and now he draws the inside. There's not much other early proven speed in here. So one more step forward, and he's going to be tough. And he also cuts back. He's just not a whole lot to knock on him. The other horse I wanted to mention is the 7. Unexpected Outcome. Unexpected Outcome is taking a big drop down in class here, sort of searching for where he fits. He at least has shown early speed and will now cut back. So I could see him sitting not too far behind the 1. So I'll just use combos of the 1 and 7. If you were looking to go a little bit deeper, the horses that make sense. You've got the 6 My Song Baby is a first-time starter. He wouldn't have, I keep saying she with this field. He wouldn't have to be much to beat this group. But what I have a hard time as a gambler when I look at his work pattern, we don't have a published work for a month since June the 26th. Now, maybe there's a work or two missing that I don't see, or they didn't get put in the tab. But how can I bet a first-time starter that I haven't seen have a published workout in a month? I just have a tough time doing that. The 5-horse Song Dixie, I have no problem using Song Dixie. Another one who's at least shown some positional speed going a little bit longer. So if she cuts back here in a soft spot, maybe she'll have a little bit more fitness. We'll use 1-7 all over, thinking about 5 and 6 if you wanted to go a little bit deeper in race number 2 as we move to race number 3. This one is maiden special weight on the all-weather. I'm going to start with the 3-star Redemption. He debuted in July at Canterbury, July of 2022, so over a year. And his debut race was fine. He was third. He was in the 3-path in between horses. Now he's going to go first-time gelding for the new barn. This barn, you can take a look. They're awesome with trainer changes. So whether it be first after a trainer switch or first after claimed by, both of these, they're really good. And if you show both, so when he claims horses or when horses come into his barn, 22%, 23 for the last 105, and a $1.85 ROI. It's really good numbers. And when they do it with a horse off of a plus 180 day layoff, we can even make that one different. So we can go to days between starts, plus 180 days. And you'll see, again, just very, very good numbers. Like 7 for 20, 35% winning percentage. with making this type of a move with a trainer change and a horse coming off a long layoff. So, because what does that tell you? It tells you that this is a barn who puts a horse on the shelf, lets them get ready, and then brings them back patiently, gets them in their system, and does a really good job. The 3 is going to be in the mix for me all over the place. You get a first-time gelding here, so the ultimate equipment change. The 1, Towns Warrior, he got shifted back to 6th a little bit from the inside. He tipped outside, and he made a big bid around, but he got nailed late. It was a pretty tough beat for him. I thought the effort was pretty good. So 3-1 all over. The 7, Royal Quality. When you see a horse like this with running lines like his, where he races in July and then he has to go off for a few months. He races in October, he's off for a couple months. He races in December and he's off till June. I really like playing horses like this when they make their second start back, because it'll be the first time that we don't see the little layoff line in his past performances. So he should be as fit as he's ever been. He has speed. He's drawn to the outside. No real knocks. He looks like the horse to catch and beat. He might have to deal with some speed right to his inside with Kid Marvelous. I think that's how, the race will shape up with these two. Now, on June the 24th, Royal Quality was way faster than Kid Marvelous. I think Kid Marvelous will try to show more speed after a slow start. He missed the break. So I'd imagine that they try to get the 6 a little more aggressive, which could hurt the 7's chances. That's why I used the 7 in the 3rd spot, and that's why I didn't use the 6. I think he's going to be in a tough spot. I think he's going to be the horse who has to put the pressure on Royal Quality, and that could probably soften it up for the both of them. The 4, Alpha Meister, first-time gelding, he should get a nice trip here from out of it. He's improved in each of his starts. On December the 4th, he was in a race that Stanley House was in, and this is one of the top contenders when it comes to the King's Plate. Stanley House is running in the plate trial this weekend on Sunday. 3, 1, 7, 4 for me. 3-1 though in that top tier. Those will be the horses for sure in my pick 5s. Let's go to the 4th race, and in this 4th race, I thought the 8 was interesting. Reliability. And mainly, this is just a horse who's trying to find where he fits. Taking a big drop down in class now. The race 3 starts back on November the 25th. When in this type of a spot, that wasn't bad. He was 5th. He was behind a sharp next out winner. I think that type of a race would fit really well in here. So the 8 all over the place for me, makes his second start back, drops in class, and has been good enough at and around this level. The 2 and the 3, Jack the Cat and Solar, they're your 2 horses to beat. I'm going to use the 8 along with them. If you were looking to go deeper, the 1, Dixie Giant, maybe they'll try to shove this horse from the inside. The 5, Native Prince. If you eliminate the grass race and you play him off of his, June and May races on the synthetic, sure. He's going to need to step up, though. Those were like against softer. Those are in a little softer spots. I was going to say those were against, and then I was going to say likely against, and I just went with the like, not the Valley Girl. But that is a really good movie starring Nicolas Cage. I don't care if Monday's blue. Let's get to race number 5. It's funny when you're handicapping a card of races. You never know which name will get you on a tangent, right? Because you see the name of something and it's a song, or one, it's a name of a character from a movie, or there's one that's a nickname of something that reminds you of your friend when you were younger. And then I get caught up down these rabbit holes when I'm in my own head thinking, and it's because I'm on a tangent from a horse racing card or a different name or a song, and doing the George Costanza. I'm singing it and I'm humming the song all week, and I'm wondering, why am I singing this song? Oh, yeah. Woodbine, 5th race, Friday. Let's go to the 5th race on Friday. Let's go to the number 8 in here. That's where I'm going to start. Executive Chairman. He's just in good form right now. His win visually was pretty good. He's not in like the most impressive where he's going to swoop the field. He's just a grinder. And that's why I like him at 6.5, because he'll just keep wearing you down. 5.5 is a little short for him, but that both of his victories have come at 6.5, 6.5 on the turf and 6.5 on the dirt. And he's the type of horse who he doesn't want to be way, way out of it. I don't think you want to be more than where he was last time out, like 5 lengths back. That's about as far, because the turn of foot isn't really there, but he is tough and he will just keep grinding. And he has a very good rider aboard. The 8 Executive Chairman is the play for me. The 7 Big Warden in the second spot. He will be really quick and tough to run down, exiting a live race and dropping in class, trying to get back to the June 9th race where he was a really solid second there. The 3, Forrester's Turn. Big drop, probably the one to beat here. But I like the 8 and the 7 a little bit more. I'm fine chucking the 3 out. If you're looking for others, the 2 Tall Water was a runner-up at this level, and he was not far behind Big Warden, 2 back. He's just only 3 for 39 overall. So for me, I'm just looking for others who I think might have more winstinct. The instinct to win. See what I did there? You combine the 2 of them. Winstinct. And then the number 6, at least he's a bit of a price if you're looking for one. Again, not a win machine, though. I think this is more of like an under. And that's why, the 2 I just mentioned, Tall Water and Bokerman, are horses that are on that bottom tier for me, because while their numbers and figures aren't too far off, and I wouldn't shock, we just haven't seen them prove it enough throughout their career. Let's go with the 8 on top of the 7, wild card of the 3. Not sure what to do with that one. And then some bigger prices, horses that don't love to win, but can definitely be competitive in here with the 2 and the 6. Let's finish things up in the pick 5 on Friday with race number 6. Optional 32, first level allowance, 5 furlongs on the turf course here. The number 3, Silent Reserve, is a nice 3-year-old gelding. He's raced 4 times. His 2 turf races have been very, very good. He was a monster winner on June the 2nd, came back on July the 8th in $100,000 stakes, and he finished second that day. And it was a good effort. And just no knocks whatsoever on Silent Reserve. He will be tough in here. But others also fit the bill in this particular race, like the number 7, Determined Fury. This is a barn who is 10 for 56 off a plus 180 day layoff, 18%, and almost a break-even ROI. I think he can fall into a really good trip in here. I'd love to see him, to sit in second or third just off from the outside. So I know he hasn't run in 13 months, but I'm using him at 5 furlongs. It's not like he has to be all that fit to go this shorter trip. Determined Fury. The 3, Silent Reserve, that's the horse to beat. The other 2 for me would be the 4, Discreet Tune, who is 10-1. He can probably trip out in here too. I could see him sitting like third and falling into a really nice spot, and I just don't think they want to be on the lead in here. So can they take him back and make one run? And then to the 8, Western Trouble. We know that he can pass horses. And he's been pretty consistent as of late. He's just not a win machine. His last 2 years, he's just 1 for 15, but lots of seconds, thirds, some fourth. He's not beating a whole heck of a lot. Can he just put himself in a good spot? Kimura jumps aboard now. Western Trouble could be in the mix in a pick 5. I go 7-3-8-4. Race number 6 at Woodbine to close out the Friday pick 5. Best of luck in your pick 5s. Remember, you can play for just 20 cents. They start in race 2, 50,000 guaranteed in the pool. Saturday, I will talk about trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do for Saturday. There's 2 graded stakes races. We'll get those in depth. We might also have a pick 5. We'll at least hit the graded stakes races. Then on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time, Barry Spears joins me, and we are going to talk. About the Sunday Woodbine card. We're going to talk about those 4 stakes races for Sunday. So a lot more Woodbine coming up this weekend. Good luck. Remember, anytime you're going to go play the races, head to drf.com, sign up for the DRF Bets account so you can get those past performances for free. Let's make some money on Friday over at Woodbine.